We are stepping into another year here on Earth. And obviously that just comes with a new or continued set of routine and rituals. Continued being that you already started great habits last year. New ones being that you'd like to hop on, you know, the productive train this year. So that's always the new year. We can't lie and cheat ourselves into thinking it's not going to happen. A lot of us want to start the new year on just some sort of like, I don't know, right path. So this whole video is going to be how I do it. And I think it's something that we should do, right? So let's just hop into... The only reason I'm like hesitant is because you never know what's coming up. You don't know how it's going to go, but you know that if there's something that is in your control, you're going to do it the best that you can. So let's continue on into this year on the right path. Deal? Deal. So the first thing I do is not really that important, but I do it every year. It's called the new phone. So basically this metal thing that we carry around every day, at least I do, it needs to be reset. It does. It adds a little bit of a little clear slate, clear mind. I don't know, because they're staring at it every single day. It's like, so what I do first is clear out the camera roll. To make it easier, I go by like sections. So I'll go through all the screenshots, because you know how they did this upgrade, at least on my phone they did this upgrade, and the camera roll looks bunk and I don't know where anything is. So I go through like videos, I clear out like whichever, then I go through the screenshot section, I clear it out. I go through my favorites, clear it out, or I go through months, starting the oldest, dating the oldest to recently, and I cleared those out. So the same way I'm deleting those, I'm deleting unnecessary apps. Let me just put my hair behind my ear because I'm scared it's gonna get wet. And this is all leave out, so I don't want it to curl up and shrivel up and all of that stuff. So let me put it away. Boom. Clear out all the unnecessary apps that might have been downloaded last year. Just do it. It's not really gonna cause you much pain. If you have socials, filter through who you're following and unfollow all that is necessary. I'll tell you who I unfollowed without getting, you know, into some deep tea. In the pandemic, I unfollowed all of the tea pages. So the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, TMZ. I naturally followed them because all throughout high school, like, we would talk about the things, right? But then when the pandemic came, I was like first year of like college, and we were stuck at home, and I was just like, well, there's nothing for me to talk about. I'm not about to text someone about this. They just saw it on their phones too. So it's like, nah. Unless you're interested in Hollywood gossip and that's something that, you know, as a hobby, or you're really interested. Me personally, I wasn't, so I followed all of those. Then deeper into the pandemic, I saw that other people were traveling and they had private islands and private jets, so they were flying. I unfollowed all of them, so I don't follow any celebs except for those that I currently like genuinely need to keep myself posted on. So a lot of artists, a lot of editors, video editors, photographers I still follow, even though they're famous, but I don't really be following a lot of famous people, sorry. So that's another one. Let me rinse this off, I'll be right back. You know, I really wonder how much our phones, like, and social media will affect us long term. Like, we're already seeing a lot of effects, guys, but we'll see. So if you want to do that, clearing it out, I would say that's the most important step, is to really clear through your social media and what you're intaking and stuff like that. So the next thing would be to clean out Notes app. You don't want surprises. I'm someone that wrote a lot of messages through Notes app before, you know, back in my day. And I'm the type that wrote a lot in Notes app. I have to be honest, and there's just a time when you're doing a grocery list and you stumble upon a lot. So clear that out. do it now. Next, clear alarms. I have 50,000 alarms. It's just, you know, you want a clean slate, a clear mind. I'm putting a lot of mousse in because I'm about to gua sha, and I'm putting it on this way because I broke the top and there's only this much left. So I might as well just use up the rest, you know what I mean? Instead of throwing it out to buy a whole new one. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna rebuy this, so I just rather use up the rest. So yeah, a little bit of a overthinking explanation. Did I say clear alarms? Yeah? Okay. So the last step that I do, just a cherry on the top, is changing the lock screen and home screen. Usually, my lock screen is just the black screen and my home screen is just the home screen. But every January, I put something a little bit more motivating. That's just the first thing I stare at when I open my phone. Feel free to do it at the same time as you're watching this, or write it down, or just remember it and do it later if you want, or don't do it at all. But that's just the first, you know, the first little thing that I do. Such a minor change, but better than nothing, you know what I mean? So let's clap to that. And while we're in the spirit of clearing things out, once I'm done my skincare, we're gonna go through the skincare basket and kind of filter it through, throw out the empties or the stuff that I haven't touched all last year. Be very intentional and very like selective of what you're throwing out, because don't throw out too much if you're gonna buy it all back. Do you know what I mean? Stay tuned for the rest of the video. There's gonna be a lot of things that we're doing just to prep for, you know, 2025. Everything else that I'm doing to start this new year with I'm doing in this video, so stay tuned. This has to go. This one I haven't used all year. I'll try and give it to someone. This is staying. It's the only one I use. This one's better for dry skin. This one's better for oily and sensitive skin as well, but still more oily, and it just doesn't work for me, so we're keeping it. This year I used 3 toners. This is the only one that worked. The primary one I'm gonna toss, and then this one's finished, I'm gonna toss. And I'm not repurchasing. This is staying, it's the only exfoliator I have. This is staying until all of this jelly's gone. This is staying, this is staying, this is staying, this is staying, this is staying. This as well. This, what is this? Oh, it's in Turkish. This is what they gave me as a mouth rinse when my gums were healing. So I don't need this, and it's almost done. These are the moisturizers that I've been using for 6 years straight. This one's the rehydrating face mask. It's better for night. This is the ultra facial cream. You should know her by now. These 2 are staying. This is really old. This is gone, and this is gone. And I've been using this one, the Instant Glow Serum, but I haven't been using this. So this is gone, and this is staying. This is a body milk. Sometimes I just leave it here because I use it if I use it on my neck most of the time, so I kind of like this to stay. For sunscreens, been staying. This one's for oil control. This one's for like that glassy look. Thermal water is staying. It's nice for in between makeup steps. Cool. I decided to do the scary thing. Very scary, actually. I added up everything that I've been spending on when it comes to maintenance and food last year. And oh my gosh, guys, wow. I'm in debt to wanting to be put together, which is kind of crazy to me because why is it costing me so much? So let's look at the stats here. The top two bills obviously were food and maintenance. There's constant expenses that I need to control honestly in 2025. And I want to tell you a little secret. Before, I used to do a lot of my maintenance myself. When I say a lot, I used to do my pedicure myself. I used to wax, and I still do my hair most of the time. I just need to control it, not only in 2025, but in the rest of my life. Nails cost $120 per month. That's $60 per appointment. That's not going to change, but the following three are going to change. Starting with pedicure, it's $60 per month. So that's a whopping $720 yearly that I spent last year on my pedicures when I had the whole entire kit to do it myself. I used to do it myself and I really enjoy doing it myself because I took a nail course in the pandemic when we all started like doing new hobbies and trying to find ways to get the bag, and I did a whole nail course. And so I learned how to do pedicures. I had to do pedicures and I learned how to do waxes. So pedicures was $720 last year, and waxes $1,800 that I spent last year. Wow, wow, wow. So pedicure is the first thing, waxes are the second thing. The third thing is lashes. Guys, I'm parting my ways. I'm parting my ways, guys. Oh, time to put the cookies in. 1 second. Okay, last year I did 16 lash sets and the total is $880 that I spent last year on lashes. The reason why I'm not doing lashes or lash extensions anymore is because my lashes, my natural lashes, can't take it. I wasn't even going to cut this one out, but they're done. They're done. They are done. But I will be joining the cluster club and I will be doing lash extensions for occasions like vacation, must have, and my birthday, you know, stuff like that. But when it comes to like the monthly upkeep of lash extensions, my lashes tapped out I think last year September, and I just tried not to, you know, listen to them, and I'm reaping the consequences. So it's done, it's done, it's done, it's been done. The gag is I enjoyed doing half of my maintenance before I got, you know, money to start spending on doing it. Obviously when you get money you spend more, and so naturally I just started booking appointments, and I was like, yeah, I'm treating myself, but I actually enjoyed doing them. I enjoyed like organizing my time. I'm in Montreal, in the furthest end. I'm not in the city, and all of my appointments were in the city, so the drive up and the drive down, like it was a lot, but I did it because I had the money for it. So now I'm keeping that money for myself. A one-time fee on a wax kit, almost all of it from Amazon, and then I got a couple of like stuff for my pedicure that I already had. I'm gonna be saving a whopping $3,000 to $3,400 by the end of this year. Both kits were under like $300, and I don't think clusters are that expensive either, so cheers to that. We're gonna move on to the next thing, which is deep clean. Once I'm done this food, I know the cookies are almost done. I don't know if I should eat them now, or should I set an example? I'll have half of one while it's still hot, and then the rest I'll have it after lunch. Let's go. Number 3 is definitely and will always be a clean space. My room's already kind of clean, but there's one thing in the way right now, which is the fact that I still have Christmas bedding, like this one, that all has to go. And on top of that, new year, new bedding, why not? I have this one over here, which I'm willing to try out. I really hope that it's horizontal and not vertical. Oh, wait. I don't really care. This is the bedding that we're gonna be using. It's brand new, so we're gonna have to wash it. And yeah, we're gonna get into a little cleaning montage, I guess. Cleaning for the new year is really a ritual. It has to happen, it has to be done. Stepping into 2025 with a clean space is so necessary. If your room is already clean, usually if my room's already clean or put together, I'll just do like a really thorough wipe down. I am filming this on the 1st, so we are doing this on the right timing, just so you know. This is not earlier or later. It's the first day of 2025 and I'm so serious. The dollar store yesterday and got some stuff that I needed to use to clean with. I already have this thing on my window called the cleaning basket. I encourage you all to have a little mini cleaning thing for your bedroom, no matter how big or small your space is. It does keep things a little bit more encouraging. And yesterday as well, oh my gosh, I can't even get into this. I went to the thrift store because I accidentally took the wrong exit because I was like zoning off. Not that I'm a bad driver, but I forgot my exit. So I was in the lane. I was just in the, anyways, I went off on sources, and so I ended up in the thrift store and I found 3 brand new frames, and not many tiny little frames, huge square brand new frames from Ikea. And I placed an Ikea order yesterday with frames included, the exact same frames. So I canceled that order and I just placed the order for my new dresser, which you're gonna see later on in the cleaning. We're gonna add a new dresser. I spoke about in the last video. I have more clothes than space, so I need a little bit more storage on that. And yeah, so since everything is closed today, tomorrow we're gonna get some of the prints for the frames, and I'm gonna take down this huge shelf that's on top of my bed and put the pictures there. So that's just for you to know. I don't know why I went off on that tangent. Let's get into the cleaning.
She said that we were bad. I thought I'd better go on home. You watched till I was gone. Ooh, girl, you look so sad. I pick you up when you feel got your knee. Told you not to cry and out it close to me. Can you remember the rain? Can you remember the rain? You left me for somebody else now. I must face life by myself.
I just feel like every first, there's just so much anticipation because you don't know what's gonna come. Like I really don't know. But you could always like put it out there that's gonna be a good gear, or like just kind of put it out there that it's gonna be better than the last, even though you have no clue what's gonna happen. I remember when back then we used to care about the number. Like if it was a cute little number, then we felt like the year was gonna be a lot better. But that never really change as much, honestly, because 2020 was the COVID munch. So, and we thought, the big 2020, but then COVID came in. So, I don't know. I just like I like the number 25. Everyone's like, oh yeah, 25, like it's a quarterly year or something like that. I don't know. I think one thing I definitely learned from last year is that discipline is everything. And the reason why I couldn't get certain things done, maybe in the speed or with like the precision that I could in other ways, is because of the discipline. Like procrastination is a lack of discipline. A rough morning is a lack of discipline, maybe not sleeping early the night before, that sort of thing. A lot of my like maybe last minute uploads could be a lack of discipline. Like what I realize is that discipline is really everything. And my dad got me this book for Christmas. I never gave you guys a Christmas haul, but it's okay. I got this book called The Power of Discipline. I'm really liking it. Although the first half of the book is this guy just trying to promote his other book called something about laziness. No. Yeah, this one right here. Master Your Morning. When I tell you all of this, the first few pages, just him trying to promote this book. That was kind of lame. You gotta be honest. But after that, it's getting cute. And I've learned a lot so far. And I've understood that it really is important to be disciplined. And I know I've heard so many people say, and you've probably heard so many creators say it, but it's different when you decide to apply it to yourself. Like, oh, I'm serious about it this time. You know what I mean? So yeah, I have a really, really strong attachment to good days, where it's like, if I'm having a good day, if I'm having a good week, I won't sleep early. I won't sleep early. My screen time is higher. What else? I get super hyperactive because I'm so afraid of the other side. I'm so afraid of sadness. I'm so afraid of doomsday. I'm so afraid of like fear, change, that I will hold on to every single piece of joy as if it's not going to come back. If I'm having a good day, I'll end up scrolling on TikTok endlessly because I cannot stop finding good things to watch, good things to make me laugh. I'll watch YouTube till 1 a.m. because I don't want to sleep and wake up tomorrow, where tomorrow might not be a good day. That's a little bit of a personal tea, but it's true. And because I've been doing that, whenever I do have a bad day, I make it such a big deal. Whenever I am sad, it's such a big deal. Whenever I am hurt, affected, angry, it's like, that song, I saw a post, that part in the Drake song, in the song where he's like, trust who, where it's like, I'll put an example.
Yeah. Hey.
That part is like how I feel when something bad happens. And I think that if I can stop making it such a big deal and just understand, hey girl, that's part of life. Like, and don't always expect it to come, but also don't fear it so much. Don't fear monger on that aspect. Maybe I'll be able to move through things a lot faster. And maybe things won't be such like a hindrance, or I don't know how to explain it. Like, Added note while I'm editing, the problem about that is also because it's all internal, and then I never, ever, ever like speak on it as much as I should maybe, or talk to someone as much as I should maybe. And I just go about my day. If I have work the next day, I'll show up like nothing happened. If I have school the next day, then I'm screwed. Because school, it's like my emotions and school can't work together. But when it comes to the bag, or if it comes to like video editing, I'll still do it while I'm in tears, you know what I mean? As long as I'm not out in public. But work, I just kind of like bottle it in and I go to work. And I work full-time right now, so I never end up like exploring certain emotions, and then they just stay there for a while, so it's a problem. But that's something I've been thinking about. And yeah, another thing, content-wise, I guess let me speak on that a little bit. Why not? I've been a little bit more... So the content that I now indulge in, or intake, or whatever, digest, or, swallow down, I don't know the word for it. Podcasts and video essays. Anything that I can learn from in video essays, I really love. Anything that can make me feel a bit smarter or that I kind of bit a chunk of, wisdom of the world, I love. And then for podcasts, whether it's faith-based or not faith-based, I just love hearing people talk about topics and their opinions on them. I love disagreeing with them internally or agreeing with them internally and just feeling like there's a shared experience on like certain topics. So I can't watch podcasts where they're not talking about nothing, obviously. It would be the same thing as just, being bored. When it comes to content in 2025, I'm going to try my best to enjoy it, back to enjoying it. I enjoyed it all throughout last year, and I enjoyed it up until the first video I've ever dropped until now. I've enjoyed it. And I think my goal this 2025, even though I do have some high set goals, I am really focusing on not changing that. It has to be enjoyable. I have to enjoy my time on here because I have to. It is what it is, and we're definitely gonna go tomorrow and do some more things. I just wanted to do the diary entry now because after we do the things tomorrow, I have work, so I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to talk. Talking doesn't take much energy, but you know what I mean. When the camera's on, I'm looking like, shy angles, stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do all of that tomorrow. I'll talk a little bit more about the 60-day cleanse. I think I spoke about it a little bit. I'm not sure. But basically what it is, if I haven't already, you know how you can fast and then because you're, abstinent from something that you use every day or you like to, do every day, you end up focusing on God. That I've been doing the 60-day cleanse, but you're doing that to get to a goal, right? So I was telling my friends that I started mine. And for people that are like, did it work? Does it work? Does it not work? Every single time I've done it, it's worked. I think sometimes when you really focus on something, and people like to put the word manifesting on it or speaking into existence on it, but you also have to be realistic. I cannot do a 60-day cleanse expecting by the end of the 60 days that I become president. Like, it's kind of like, girl, what are you on? It's realistic goals that you can reach, but it's taking time. It's taking a long time. And you kind of want to speed up the process by focusing on it and putting a lot more energy into it. And by cutting out other things in your life or maybe if it's substance, if you are someone that's, intake substance, it could be that. If you're someone that watches a lot of TV, it could be that. It could be cutting your phone. It could be food. It could be a lot of different things. You end up getting there. So I did it. The first thing that I did it for was the camera. So if you remember, well, I don't know if you'll notice, you won't notice, but the first half of my channel was filmed on my mom's camera that I used to steal from her. She used to use that camera for church. It's not funny. It's only funny. No, it's not funny, God. It's not funny. It's only funny because it really was the camera that she was using for church to film the church services. But we would bring it home because it was my mom's camera. So I used to use it, and it's a really good camera. It's a really good camera. It's a Lumix. If anyone knows, It's a really good camera. But I didn't know the settings. So sometimes the videos might not look as great. Just know I didn't know the settings. But I use it recently for my shower routine. So if you wonder why, like, you could see every single droplet of water, I still be using that camera sometimes. But she caught me, I think, one time she was like, okay, girl, I'm going to hide it somewhere. I'm going to leave it at church. You can't use it. So I was like, dang. So for a month and a half, I didn't have videos out. And for that month, I did a cleanse. And I was like, I'm going to get myself a camera. Bow. And what I do when I do the cleanse is I'll make a goal and see how much it would cost for me to get something. And I put it on like a board. I'll show you my board. And then I put a little lever and then I get to the goal. Each paycheck, I put a little bit to the side for that goal. And because I'm sacrificing something that maybe it's TikTok, maybe it's social media, maybe it's candies or anything sweet. It's like, girl, you better get that camera because we did not do all of this for nothing. And then you end up putting all of that energy into it and you end up getting, well, that's how it worked for me. And so I did it for my camera. I did it for my car. This time last year, I did not have a car. I got a car last year in May. So if you ask me if it works, girl, it does. For me, at least. And so for this time, the cleanse is for a MacBook. Currently, I edit on my iPad, and my storage on my iPad is great, but it's not great enough for 1 hour vlogs or for held footage or just to edit everything. Do you know I have to edit things in sections? Like I edit a montage. I have to save it to the device so I can delete all the clips from that so I can edit something else. Like I can't edit all in one like strip, if that makes sense to you. All because of my storage. And you're telling me I'm supposed to bring this baby to school as well, and I'm gonna have storage for content and for school stuff. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. So this cleanse is to get that MacBook, and it's predicted for me to get it in May of 2025 because I can't afford it in 2 months. You never know. You never know how things work. It might be sooner than later. And yeah, the point is to not break it, because if you break the cleanse, if you go to, even if you cheat once, it's like there's a little ripple. And I don't know, that's how I believe it. I'm a little bit superstitious in that sense. Anyways, I'm about to take a nap. I'm tired. I woke up so early. I filmed, I cleaned. This room is beautiful now. Smells great. I hope you cleaned your room. If you didn't, it's okay. I'm not judging you. But you should clean it though. Okay. I'm going to Ikea right now because I'm on break at lunch at work and it's really close to Ikea. So we're about to do that. I'm about to put the camera down so I can really get into this driving. Hello guys. We are building Ikea stuff today. This extra space over here and this extra space over there is going to be cleared, and I'm gonna scoot this one all the way to the side. And I bought one extra one right there. I got myself some takeout. You want to see? Okay. I got myself some Korean. We have pork, rice, and bulgogi, or the glass noodles. I think it's called bulgogi. I don't really know. That's that. Hold on. Let you look at it real. And then I have period cravings. I'm on my period. Then we have tempura shrimp. Oh, for the craving, because I always be craving tempura shrimp when I'm on my period. I got a package, so I just want to unbox that. Oh, I already knew these were going to eat. Guys. Oh, with the little skinny strap. Guys. Ooh-wee. Do you want a haul? I don't know.
That's a big up Fred Irie.
This is the outro. Good night, everyone. See you in the next video. I'm gonna probably show it to you in a January dump. If I continue those, let me know if you want me to continue monthly dumps. And what I'll be showing you is what was left, which is getting the frames for the wall. I already put the photo thing up. I just need to get the prints, so go to get those done, and then like back to school shopping and stuff like that. So that's probably gonna be, well, most likely gonna be in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. You could always comment, please, let's talk, and then subscribe if you want to see more of this, obviously, and like the video if you like it, so that it gets pushed to others that might like it too. And what else? Happy New Year again. I'm really trying to think of what to say because I don't want to you know, start editing the video and feel like I left something out. So yeah, I finished the thing. Can you imagine? It wasn't even the same height as the other cupboard. Like I don't want to bash Ikea because you guys make everything so affordable, but it's like, if you're gonna sell an individual, can we make it the same height so that I can at least, you know, anyways, I don't even think I let you guys see that part enough, but it's not it's like 2 inches shorter. It's okay.